This is Hackley, CEO at Distinguished Search. I've always been fascinated with why people do what they do. Welcome to 2 Distinguished Minutes, where I have a distinguished guest. We talk about why they do what they do. We touch on how they do it. We all leave inspired and we all learn something. Well, today my guest is Ibrahim Gokcen. He is a digital and technology executive. He was formerly with Schneider Electric, Maersk, and GE. Well, Ibrahim, it is great to see you today. Thanks for joining me.
Great to see you, Summer. Thanks so much for inviting.
Well, I would love to ask you, why do you do what you do?
As you said, Summer, I really spent most of my career in large corporations that were most of the time in traditional industries, like these industrial companies in energy management, in power generation, in transport and logistics. And they have been very successful in their traditional business model, but they needed to really transform their business model, their culture, their organization, with new skills and with technology. And that was always fascinating to me, this merger of hardware and these big equipment and using data and AI and machine learning and software to really create a different kind of a company. So that's one of the first reasons. And the second reason is that after all these years, now I'm also advising smaller and medium-sized companies. I'm investing in companies, and I'm also a board member for both public and private companies. So what I'm trying to do really now is to kind of give back what I've learned over the years to entrepreneurs, to different management teams, as they are transforming their industries. Like some of the companies I'm involved with are really solving tough problems in sustainability, in food scarcity, in energy transition, in industry transition. And unless we harness the power and knowledge of everybody like me and us, these are not going to be problems that it can easily be solved. So that also really gets me going in terms of, how do I become a part of this solution, and how do I make an impact after this point? And the third reason is, from being a researcher by background and experience, I started as an AI machine learning researcher with a PhD. So there are still lots of problems to solve in AI and machine learning, ethics, transparency, bias, and how do you really operationalize algorithms for real world applications? How do you use concepts like causality, not just machine learning, but also causal science? So that's the other area that really keeps me going, and I do what I do. Executing stuff in a company, but also thinking broader and kind of making a bigger impact to the world and driving systemic change versus just, instead of just making a small impact in a specific company or area, how do I expand that to the rest of the world? I really like that idea to make a bigger impact.
I love it. I love how you can take what you've done and just put it in so many different applications and actually change something that's important to everyone. Well, Ibrahim, it was great to have you here today. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much, Omar.